Hello everyone, we are here, we are live, we are ready to go. And let me just get it there. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. This isn't where I was shooting for. We're off to an auspicious start. I meant to start in here, mission control. That was kind of dumb. I should have recognized it by the music. Hello, so this is my Beautified stock live stream, my answer to KSP2, which is to take KSP1. And basically, it is the stock career mode game, but with various mods put in play to make it look all the more nicer. And in the last week's stream, I landed a craft on the moon, and that moon has that craft has all kinds of goodies sitting inside it that I've yet to deploy, including all the parts to build a rover. So that's going to be coming up very, very, very soon. But what I do have here is I just wanted, before I do that, to get into mission control, mostly because I saw this contract, Explore Mimus. Probably not going to explore Mimus today, though. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do after we're back from the moon, and that'll probably be before the stream is done, so I still got to figure that part out. But I do have a land on Mimus and walk on Mimus contract, but it was going to expire in 26 minutes, and if I waited till after I was done the whole moon mission, that would have been gone. So I'm going to take that one, and let's see what else. Ooh, recover Isidred and Isidred's Hulk from orbit of the moon. I also have bring some green, that's from Mimus, I'll grab that, but I like this recover some debris type of contract. I don't want to do any more of these satellite repair type of contracts. Do a simple scan with a rover arm on the moon's large crater. Oh, I'm sitting on the moon with the simple rover arm, so that could be very convenient to grab some free science right now. Science data, I'm at my max of 7. Okay, so maybe this recover one, well, it's a day. Okay, I'm at my max of 7, so I got to get out of here anyway. Okay, let's get to the moon. Let's get to the moon. I just wanted to very quickly grab some stuff while we are on. It should be a lander. Let's turn all the rest of this off. Lander. Lunar 4, sitting on the surface of the moon. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, now right away, for people that are used to watching this stream, I got some explaining to do, is that I have removed parallax from the mix. So parallax is no longer, are my lights off for some reason? It sure feels like they are. There we go. I have removed parallax from the mix. Parallax puts in all kinds of terrain scatter. This is the stock terrain scatter. The reason being is OBS just simply couldn't keep up with the render. I discovered that when I went hunting for a baobab tree a couple of weeks ago, and I thought before I put this rover together and start going around, I'm going to just take parallax out of the mix. So I'm sorry for people that are big fans of that mod. It looks great, and it works great when I'm not streaming, but yeah, OBS just doesn't seem to like it, or at least I couldn't get it to like it. On the other side of the fence, though, I did add a couple new mods. I added in Distant Object Enhancement, which not render, but at least visualizes. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I think I'm starting to see. Ah, there we go. That's what it's doing. You can see Eve, you can see Duna. We got something down there. So that's kind of neat. What's up here? Moho. So, and I think it renders crafts at a further distance. Not renders them, but at least puts in, I don't know. Whatever. We'll find out what it does. And I also put in a mod I should have put in a long time ago, which was Planet Shine. So those mods are in there as well. The other thing I have to fess up to is if you look at this really closely, specifically this, which is the stage that was below this thing that we crashed onto the moon, doesn't look quite the same, because in my juggling of mods, I ended up messing up a little bit and had to re-land this thing from the exact same place I was at. It actually had an autosave a little bit before I landed, so I had to go and do the re-landing, but this thing didn't quite land the same way. So we are in the same place. Just to show you, we're at the bottom end of the northern basin, actually not too far from where I've done my previous Lunar 3 landing as well. So it's all the same function practically, but things are a little different. But what I need to do actually is collect science, of course. So we have a crew report. I am in the northern basin, good, and we'll collect all the science that we have to collect. I got to reset this stuff. There should be science. Oh, I know. Did I? Sometimes I build things and I forget what I build. All the science is stowed in here. Okay, I must have thought about putting it on the rover. I don't know. I don't make sense sometimes. Let's get out, plant a flag. So Valentina, you can be our first person. Actually, no, she's really the fourth person. She's the only original 4 who has not yet stepped onto the moon's surface. So we'll get her out. We'll do the rest of our science. We'll get her to plant our flag. So plant the flag. Alright, so Lunar 4. Finally, I get a turn to be here. Because everybody else of the original 4 has been here already, just not Valentina. Okay, Bob. Bob's also got some science collecting to do. Let's see, we'll take some data from here. Take the data from here. And conduct another material study. Now, I don't know. No, it is biome specific down here. 100 science, that's right. Collect that again as well. Okay. Poor Val. Alright, but I'm eager to get that moon thing built. Okay, we have ourselves obviously a surface sample to do and an EVA report to do. I honestly think this is the cheap way to get the flying over. Oh yeah, of course. He's cancel that. I think he did the EVA report flying over, but I'll check that in just a little bit. Let's collect that mystery goo that's up here in a very inconvenient place. Whoa. Okay, that was feeble. Let's try that again. Try that again, Bob. I should have put... It's nice to put a little bit of a... Collect. Restore. He's stuck there. Oh, perfect. It's nice to put a little ladder piece there. That would have been the smart thing for me to do. But did I... Don't break the antenna. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bob is making the hash jag. There we go. Okay. So store what you got. I think that's good. And just going to do a quick check. If you jump, he's now flying. Did I do an EVA fly? Oh, I did not. Space just above. Well done, Bob. Oh, maybe I did actually. It might still be stored in there. We'll find out very soon. It was all right. Okay, so... Okay, that was dumb. Review report. He's already done this. So, trash it. There we go. Alright, Bob's down. Oh, this looks so dull now without the parallax, but... I don't know. Getting the game to run well, I think, is a better thing to do. Okay, and now we're going to get Bill, our engineer. Both Bob and Bill have been on the surface before. And actually, why don't I? Can he do the construction from here? He sure can. Let's get this science equipment. I don't know why I thought I'd put it on the rover. It makes... Because I don't think I'm going to take the time to drive to another biome. So we're just going to... in a thermometer... What else we got down here? Is that it? Other than what's going to go on the rover? I think that's it. We also have some of the deployable stuff. We'll do that too. Okay. That's enough for now. Should just put it on the ship. Okay, Bob. A little bit more science for you to do, buddy. Just noticing I'm not... Did I have some music? Oh, I have music going. Yep. Seems very quiet. Can you do it from here? Okay, log seismic data, 80 science, pressure data. Oh, we can't reach it. Ah, oh, silly. Silly. Don't tell my boss I'm watching this. I won't. I won't tell if nobody else will. And up we go. Oh, he's stuck again. Log and temperature. Take. And if it turns out that there's a biome really close by, I'll put this on the rover too, but honestly, I don't really think it's worthwhile. Unless you can do that. Hello, Poods. Glad you can make it. Good afternoon to you too. Okay, we're going to stow this away. And we'll start... come down the quick way. Okay. So, let's get on Bill. We're going to start by deploying our science stuff. So we're going to get Bill. This is the, yeah, let's start with the... Bill has to give up his parachute, and we're going to start with the control unit. We're going to deploy that. Oh, he has to also give up his EVA pack. Okay. So... and this can be deployed pretty much anywhere. So, yep, you hit the little down arrow and just space, right, to place the part. There we go. And then he needs to get himself a set of solar panels. I like just hitting the little construction tab because it just opens up all the nearby menus rather than clicking on here and looking for stuff. Where is that? Solar panels, those are these guys. Again, Bill gets that. It's important for the engineer to deploy the solar panel. I don't think it matters who deploys this, but for the solar panels, it matters that it's an engineer, and for the science equipment, it matters that it's a scientist. Okay, let's grab that. Oh, don't grab it. Hit the little down arrow. There we go. And just put that down. Have I ever made a single station to land and return from every moon and planet? I've not done. I had one series where I landed on every moon and planet, but with separate vessels, never with the same one. And yeah, I'm not going to do that either. It doesn't sound like fun. What am I doing? I'm losing track of what I'm doing. Bob's got to grab that last of that equipment. That's what we're doing. So we're going to open up our cargo. That's our contract, silly. We'll look at that soon. Our cargo stuff. Bob's got to get rid of his parachute as well. He's got to get rid of his EVA pack. And he needs the... it's the seismic McBob. Bob's getting the seismic McBob. I'll identify what it really is called in just a little bit. But that's our new science equipment. You just place it. We'll watch the... I do like all the little animations that go with this. The Grand Slam Passive Seismic Accelerometer. Or seismometer. So that'll collect seismic data. I also have the goo, deployable goo stuff. But... personally, here, we got to turn this stuff all on. So Bill's going to turn on the solar panels. He's on the wrong side of it. I do have the goo one, but it's already deployed somewhere else. And it's not biome specific. I suppose if I brought a goo and deployed it, it would be collecting that goo quicker. There it is, F to interact. but I didn't bother bringing it. It'll collect everything eventually. So we'll turn on the solar panels. There we go. And it's enabled. It should be producing power. Maybe I need to hook everything else up first too. So turn this thing on here. I should have, this should all work. I'm always dubious with this. Oh, here we go. Yeah, power needed. Power available too. And it's 2 because this thing is also on here. So let's see here. Bob, can you turn on that guy? Interact. Oh, Bob's very gentle with it. Yes, that's very nice. Okay, so it is collecting science at a rate of 45%. I don't know what that means, but it has the power that is required to do it. It says power. Basically, look at this power state, and if it says power, then everything is good. Okay, so that part is working. Now it is time for us to make a rover, the passive seismic. I think the joke with the passive seismic is that to really do a seismic, you know, what you're doing is you're collecting the sound waves. You're measuring the sound waves. Oh, now I got too many things there. I'm on Bill. You're measuring the sound waves as they pass through the planet or moon or whatever. Look at the dust coming up. But for that, you need some sort of seismic event, right? Like something hitting the moon or that kind of thing. But they aren't going to make us do that. So instead they call, no, this is the magic passive seismic device size. Okay, we need, okay, open up your construction menu. What we need to start with is the ground anchor right here. So Bill needs himself a ground anchor. So to get started with any kind of construction, it very much helps to have the ground anchor. Now, just I've messed this up with the ground anchor because it's really, here, let's close this. Let's get a little bit away because we're going to build our room. This gives you your starting point, your starting node for your build. And you don't just take it and put it down. That doesn't work. You'll just drop it with that. What you got to do is hit, just like I did with this stuff, hit the little down arrow and then just place it. Right? So I got, it doesn't matter where I put it, and then go space, and if these bolts should engage with the ground. There they go. If that doesn't happen, you haven't put it down right. So that's now a node that Bill can use to start putting on other things. So let's see. His reach is pretty... Oh, he's got to get closer. There he is. Okay. So the next piece of this is a decoupler. So, whoa, that is a... Maybe it's not that big. It is that big. I put on a big... Do I not have a small decoupler? I don't think I do. Okay. Big decoupler. And you want to put it on upside down. No, you don't. Wait a minute. No, you want to keep it attached to that. So he's going to attach that there. And then from there, we're going to put on our rove body. And all the same shortcuts and functions that exist in the... No, I'm doing this. I know what I want to do. Take this off, Bill. I want to put on a cubic strut first. Like so. And then I'm going to put on the decoupler. And that gives me a little bit of clearance for the wheels. That's what that's about. There we go. And then we'll decouple this, and then hopefully everything will be okay. I'm a little bit concerned in that I'm not sure I ever turned down the force on that decoupler, so this might go shooting in the air, which might be entertaining. We'll see what happens. Okay, so let's get back here. We'll put on some wheels. Looks to me like these are... Why are they being weird like that? Are they in a... I think they're in a retracted position. Can you... Interesting. Okay, let's get a Communitron on here. I was thinking I should be able to retract them from here, but it doesn't seem so. Let's put a Communitron. I got a logic behind all this. Oh, I don't. Okay, let's put on a command seat. We're going to get this to work one way or another. put the snap on. Oh, maybe that's the problem with the wheel is the snap isn't on. Put on two-way symmetry. I don't think I can put on two-way symmetry, but what I can do is click that about here-ish. And then you got the same rotate tools and all that kind of stuff. I want it to obviously be standing upwards. And it would be awfully nice if it wasn't clipped into there. Okay, Val. More lights. Yeah, well, there's lights in there too. We'll definitely get some lights. Okay, Valentina is going to get in the command seat. There's something up with that wheel, and I want to find out what's up with the wheel. Because the wheel looks like it's retracted, and I might have packed it in the retracted position. So what I want to do is get somebody in the command seat. Board. Okay, now that this is controllable, I should be able to, there it is, extend that. See, it was in the retracted position. So that's why it looked kind of funny. Okay, let's get back on to Bill. This is going to be interesting with all the flipping. There we go. And let's put on the other wheels, and then we'll get them right. So. Okay, is there... I am on Bill. Let's try again. Usually you can just... Why can't I grab this? Okay. Oh, I got to be on the place tool. I'm still on the move tool. Is that what it is? That's what it is. Okay, I'm just going to stick these all on here. And then we're going to go look for Val again. There we go. And we're going to extend each of these. And then place them on proper like. Can I focus my view? Yeah, aim camera here. Perfect. All right. Okay, let's get this rotate tool. And all I'm interested in is getting this thing to work. Might not necessarily be perfect or pretty. Well, we'll get it to be as pretty as we can. Slide this down. Get the wheels to be, if you do them, well, I got me a feeling, yeah, get them a little higher than that. I have me a suspicion that the moment I decouple this, this thing is going to go in the air anyway. Okay, and the next one. Now I can see what I'm doing a little better. And over on the other side. And right here. Honestly, like this construction mode is like the best thing they ever added in this game. I think it's awesome. Okay, I'm going to, as a test, let's close this. Afternoon Slush Puppy, glad you can make it. And I'll warn people right away, when I'm building, I find it so hard to look at the chat at the same time. So I shall do my best, but I do sort of miss stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put on SAS. I'm a little nervous. Here, let's control from here and control point up. Because I got a feeling once I decouple this, this thing's going to go way in the air. Well, did I save? I think I forgot to. Oh, and the SAS went off. Of course it did. Oh, there's no reaction wheels on this thing. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, we're having some fun with physics. Oh, 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 gosh. I did put reaction wheels on this. Okay, Val's gone. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Please don't blow up. Oh, no. What blew up? The command seat blew up. Okay. Oh, my gosh. Well. Oh, dear. I should have put the reaction wheels on first before I did that. I forgot that there are no reaction wheels in this thing. So I have no control on this at all. I have nothing. Okay. Stop. Brakes on, brakes on, brakes on. Brakes on. Okay. Okay. Alright. I should have put the brakes on a long time ago. Can I... Yeah, there's no reaction wheels. Can I drive? Okay, so we lost the command seat and all that. But I think I might be able to make that work. Okay. And Val seems okay. Okay. We'll live with that. That was a bad choice on my part. Now, I got a feeling I noticed the light go red. And now it's kind of dark, and if you recall, as I was coming in for the landing, we were very close to an eclipse. Very close to an eclipse, and we may have just drifted into one. But let's first start by getting this guy back. My control point is set to up. Yeah, I did that because I did that on purpose. Let's put it back to what it was. I did that on purpose because I wanted to keep it upright. As I knew it would shoot into the air, and having the control point up is the easiest way. Just keep all the blue in the Navball, and that would be the easiest way to keep it upright. Forgetting the fact I didn't have reaction wheels, so I had no control anyway. Let's find Val. Valentina. Okay, there is... Yeah, we have just drifted into an eclipse, so that's going to last for a little bit. You might recall... I did do a moon landing where I went into an eclipse, and just as I was coming towards my landing site, and everything went pitch black. Thankfully, things aren't pitch black, but I am going to have to keep an eye on the electricity. Now, what I'm kind of curious about is that command seat. I think the command seat's gone. Don't kid yourself. The command seat's gone. However, not everything is dire. Not everything is a disaster. We still have one command seat. We can build this. We're gonna have to just have one driver. That's it. So it's not going to be a duo. Just don't blow up the next command seat. What do we got here? Construction. That's what I'm doing. So let's walk over this way, Bill. Let's find that other command seat. We'll put you right in the middle. It is really at a funky angle, though. I don't know why it's so weird. So this is going to be a solo vehicle. And we'll pull this out. Whoops, a little bit just like before. A little this way, a little that way. We'll put it in the middle this time, or thereabouts. Okay. We also want to put on the... Well, I don't think Bill's quite close enough. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, yeah. Click that. There we go. We also need those reaction wheels. That's what I should have put on in the first place. Also need the little arm. Like that. Again, jaunty slant. This is the scanner arm. We're going to go hunting for some stuff. We also need... yeah, let's build our little tower. Now I built a little tower here that we're gonna mount our lights on. I hope the Alt key does that. No, it really doesn't like. There we go. Doesn't want to snap. And why do I want this tower of lights? I mean, why wouldn't you want the Tower of Lights? Okay, I got 3 left. Yeah, I think that's right. I want to put here. And then another one here. And another one here. Actually, do the same thing. Aim your camera here. Makes things a lot easier. They should have the aim your camera here in the VAB, which I know they do have in KSP2. And in my last one, I'm going to remove that decoupler. Was the one I used to get some ground clearance there. And I can see it's not straight. So we're going to... Cannot detach. Oh, won't let me rotate this whole thing. Oh dear. Oh shoot. Oh, I just... Oh, stop it. Stop. Oh no. Okay. So, explaining what just happened. I went to click on put your tool in place and this popped down and I clicked on warp to sunrise and it's now... It did a whole lot of time warping. As always, things are an adventure, aren't they? Well, at least the eclipse is over. Why don't we actually warp to sunrise now? Okay, so we're going to spend a few hours... Okay. So they just spent a few hours freezing out in the cold as we went through the lunar night, but we are back now again. Okay, what... it wasn't going to let me. Let's go back into here. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm still time warping. There we go. Okay. It wasn't going to let me rotate this because it's got other parts attached to it. So that's a little unfortunate. Should I just live with... I'll live with the angle that it's on. Okay, let's put some lights on it. So we got this light. And we have a light to go here. And we have ourselves some batteries. Actually, let's do the batteries last. Let's put the solar panels on now. I got 6 solar panels all told, so rotate them this way. Rotate. The only thing that you don't have, that you do have in the VAB and Spaceplane Hangar are the symmetry features. So that's a little bit, because here I'd be definitely on two-way symmetry. Okay, it won't let me put that one in. So let's do some moving about. About there. Right beside it. Okay. Alright, stop with that popping down thing. That's driving me crazy. Back. We've had enough adventures. We do not need more adventures. Okay. And then what we're going to do is use this. Aim the camera here. That's not quite in the center. We're going to remove the roll these a little bit. It might be easier to do this with the snap-on. So it'd be easier to get them all to be about the same. Two. Just seems to automatically go to the one after it. It's kind of neat. Okay, put this on absolute. Slide that. That looks pretty good. And just do all the same with the other ones. So this is a nice alternative, I think, then, you know, to build the rover as opposed to having to do all the effort of packing it away. Okay, and then finally we got ourselves some batteries. Oh, I'm still on the... Don't hit sunrise. There. Okay, I'll put some down the middle here. Maybe the rest are on the back. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, and I think I've used up all my parts, so I'm assuming that this rover is now complete. So let's get this done. Oh, thank you very much, Vales, for the donation. Notice me, Sempia. My foreign language skills stink. Okay, one last thing I want to do. Is I noticed that seat wasn't really in the center, so just one last thing. Why did things just move there? Okay, I don't know. Alright, so let's get Valentina back into this thing. There we go. You're going to try this again, Val, because you are a very, very brave Kerbonaut. Sinpai. Okay, and board and lights. Oh, they're alternating there between her and... Okay, we'll just do it this way. Lights on, because she already had her lights on. Lights on. Okay, so I do have some contracts. Let's take a quick look at them. I think... Oh, a couple of them are already gone, of course. We have planted a flag on the moon. That is done. We got scientific data from the surface of the moon. That one is done. We have to do a simple scan with the rover arm of a moon crater. Bring some Munstone back with us. Do a simple scan of a moon large crater, which hopefully we'll be able to find. Oh, and then the Mimbus ones, we can, we're not, that's, so we got three. Three here to do. So what we want to do next is find ourselves one of them there, moon craters. Now, I'm going to try, oh, look at that, right here, right here. Okay, excellent. I was about to say, I'm going to try not to cheat. And so there is one over that way. I just noticed it. I think it's one of the small ones. So we'll head over there. Now, one thing for people with rovers, just a bit of a tip here, is when Valentina, especially if I have the brakes on, tries to see, you know, I'm pushing W to drive forward, but of course it wants to tilt forward because that's the SAS is pitching down. But if you toggle this to SAS only, that doesn't happen anymore. And now if I take the brakes off, she should be able to drive. Hopefully. Now, before I go any further, before I do any moon adventures... Of course, now I'm parked in a Kraken zone right on top of that. F5. Okay, there we go. Brakes off. Let's go. We are off. Upperclassmen in Japanese. Thank you, John. I keep saying that. It's senpai. Okay. Now that it's, I see, now that I've been told it's Japanese, that pronunciation makes a little more sense. I am not what we've confirmed. No. Okay, let's, where was that moon crater? I saw it before. I know it's around here. Somewhere off in this direction. A little further. Found it pretty quick before. Can't be that well hidden. Of course, now I'm not going to find it, am I? Where's Valentina? There's Valentina. You know, put the brakes on Val. Just for a second here. Oh, there's no nearby vessels to... Oh my gosh. Okay, there's them. Whoop. And... Okay, there's Val. Oh, if somebody spots it, let me know. Have I already driven 2 kilometers? Am I really 2 kilometers away? I can't be that far away. Left. Of course, that might have been... There's a delay in the chat. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Okay. I wish I could drop a waypoint right there, but... Okay, where is Val in relation to... Okay, right there. Val drove past it. Val drove past it. Somehow. So we got to do a 180 here. Try this again. It counted the rover's unscheduled test flight. There we are. Coming up to it. Brakes, 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 brakes. Brakes, brakes, brakes. So we should be able to just back into this thing. Do a little power slide here. Oh, 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 come on. Of course, everything's a little slippy slidey. In the low gravity of the moon. Backing up. Okay, that should definitely be close enough. Let's see. Scan the moon crater. Woohoo! Oh, it hit the object. I think I'm a little too close. Okay, a little bit further forward. Try again. Scan moon crater. Still too close. Well, that pushed us, so... Yeah, it doesn't like it. We're too close. You're being too... There we go. There it goes. Yeah, she's a pilot. She doesn't know how to work this scientific equipment. Alright, so 60 science from that. That should be enough. I think, yeah. You just have to collect so we can... It's kind of nice, though, that you only get, like, a chunk of it like that. And then if it gives you reason to come back and get some more. But for now, let's head her back. Where's F4? Yeah, I'm 4 kilometers away. Now, there is... now, I have no idea whether there's... Oh, there's another moon crater. But I gotta find a large moon crater for one part of the contract, which, this being a live stream, I know they're more rare. We'll look for a little bit, but given how it took me a while to find that one, I might end up pulling up the cheat menu just to facilitate this going a little bit more quickly. And then we still have to get some Munstone. So I think I am going to cheat. I think I am going to cheat. We're going to go into the breaking ground. We're going to get the surface features. You're going to get it to show us those surface features. That's what we're looking for. So, holy jeez, there's a lot. Okay, yeah, there's the one we're right beside. Now, a lot of this is just little bitty moonstones and stuff like that, which are even harder to spot. But hopefully one of these, I'm assuming all these arrows are actually the same. There should be a large crater, which I'm assuming is going to look very different than the small crater. Holy arrows. Oh, I see a lot of small craters now. Kind of takes the challenge out of it. I wish they gave you some sort of like just detector thing that you could just drive around and look for it. Okay. And another small crater. Maybe one of these is a large crater. I don't know. Small crater. Small crater. I'm looking for one that looks larger. Can I convince myself that one looks larger? Let's get the Val here. Okay, let's drive around. Let's drive around a bit, Val. Crash a heavy ship and it'll make a nice crater, yeah. There's always that option. Now, I don't think Val can collect ourselves the Moonstone. There's some Moonstone right there. Oh, I should have taken the opportunity to do a quick save there in case I did a tumble, because you can't quick save when you're moving along the surface. What's the red stuff? The red stuff is me toggling on the cheat menu. That's what the red stuff is. Looking for a large crater. It being a live stream, I don't want to spend too much time boring people with that. They're about 2 times the diameter of the small craters. Okay, good to know. So I'm just going to head towards an arrow. And hopefully one of these will be a large crater. Whoa, we're going really fast. Oh my gosh, Valentina. That is a Moonstone over there. Valentina, come on. She is just insane. What is it about pilots and their sports cars, right? Oh, that looks large there. That looks large, just coming over the... Just came over the hill there and saw that. Oh, that's got to be a large crater. That has got to be a large crater. It's definitely bigger than the one we just saw. Oh, yes. This is much bigger. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm not even sure. I'll just say it to myself just to be nice, but I was just dry. Well, it might have been not too hard to find just without doing that. Okay, a little bit forward. Brake. Scanner arm. Overwrite the other one. Oh, no. And oh my gosh. Okay. I can probably... I think she should be able to take it out. Leave the seat. Valentina, you gotta go back there and do some work. Take the data. Okay, now try scanning. Okay. Said to take out the old data. You're abusing mods or DLC. I'm not abusing mods. I'm abusing the cheat menu. I will agree to that. But I mean, it's that or spend my... Here, I'll turn it off now. It's that or spend my time... Why is she doing the sideways shuffle like that? Bored. It was that or spend all my time just driving around, which quite frankly I don't think makes very exciting. Okay, so how far we got? No, there's no way we're 90 kilometers away. That's something else. There it is, 1.3 kilometers. The Rover does not have an antenna. Nope, I did not put an antenna on it. Bit of an oversight on my part. We can't transmit any science. Notice I still do have a signal, though, with the KSC. Like, so I guess I could transmit. I just wouldn't get the bump. But I wasn't planning on doing any transmitting anyway. Again, did not take advantage of being stopped to pick up do a quick save. Okay, let's not hit the rock this time. The rocks are all physics-less, so you can't just drive through them, but, you know, let's go around them. overall, a little bit of an adventure putting this thing together. Did get airborne without an unscheduled flight. Let's put it that way. A bit of an unscheduled flight in its early development, but overall, Rover's working, I think, fairly well. Suggest you keep it below 12. Yeah. Yeah, Val, come on. Okay, we're 500 meters away. It should be just over this. Of course, there's like 101 waypoints because of all the deployed equipment there. And we still got to go get some Munstone. Oh, never. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, Morg. Trying to get to the moon. It isn't an easy game, like, especially with the fact that it's so different from other space games in terms of it being reasonably realistic physics. I'm gonna park right next to my debris there. Fortunately, I think there's only 2 pieces left of the stage that brought us here. Alright, so we're here. We'll leave that all... Oh, we're going to crash right into it, aren't you, Val? Yes, you are. There we go. Oh, she likes this thing, I can tell you that. There we go. Okay, we're there. So, out you come. Leave the seat. You got to pick up the last bit of that science that's still in the... Why are you doing this weird shuffle? There you go. It's like she has their EVA pack on when she doesn't. Take that data. Okay, Val, let's go. You're going inside before you do any more. There. You're going in. Oh my gosh. I got distracted. This is what happens when I look at the chat while I'm doing stuff. I fly into things. Do you recommend using ships that other people have built? I'm assuming you mean by other people there, Morg. That's up to you. Myself, personally, I look at other people's builds to get ideas, and I think all of us do, but I prefer my own ships. So I don't do that, but I don't want to make that sound like you shouldn't do that. The thing is you learn a lot building your own ships and flying them and failing with them. I mean, this is a game where you lose by failure. And I think that's part of one of the frustrating things is that if you're not used to that, if you're used to just, I'm just going to take this ship and follow this guy on YouTube and oh my gosh, he did it perfectly and then I'm failing all over the place. Well, trust me, I failed a lot. I've already failed sometimes doing this. So give yourself permission to fail. You learn a lot from that. And I think there comes a point, there's some Munstone right there, I'm pretty sure. I think that's Munstone right here too. So there comes a point where you are better off just, I think. Oh, Bob does not have an EVA pack. Bob. Okay. There comes a point where it is better for you to just get in there and fluster your way through it, just like we all have. Oh, Bob! Ah! Clips Val's car. He's jealous. He's jealous because Val got to drive that thing. And he goes, this is what I think of your car. This is what I think of your car. I gotta be honest, I think I could have done all this without using that cheat menu. There's some Munstone right there. Bop. What's really easy, too, to find this stuff, what makes things really easy as well, if you go into the settings and turn off the terrain scatter so that all these superfluous rocks get removed, and the only things you see on the surface are stuff that you can interact with. Is this not Munstone? It's not! I thought for sure that was Munstone! No! I thought I was closing in on the end of this. Okay, is this Munstone? Ah, this looks a little different. Gotta look for one that looks a little different and all. Oh, and the fact that he can stand on it's a giveaway, isn't it? Okay. Dum-dum-dum. Pick up Munstone. Dink, dink, dink. And Moonstone. 120 science for the Moonstone. Oh, and the whole rock disappears. Alright. I think we're done. I think we're done here on the surface of the moon. A little bit of an adventure, I will admit to that. But overall, I don't think it went too terribly badly. Okay. Now we just got to get him back. Well, good luck, Morg. Okay. Up we go. All aboard. And I think we collected all of this. I should... Yeah, we'll check it in a little bit. Okay, let's get rid of our contracts. That was just there to remind me of what I gotta do. Do the ladders come back on 1 or 0 or something? Probably 1, 2. I probably didn't put them on an action group. Okay, retract ladders. Alright, let's get ourselves back. T and engines are already on. We have 1,265 to get us back. Should be okay. I'm noticing, again, my lights went off. Well, that's probably while we were in the night. There we go. Lights back on. Okay. And, yeah, let's just go east, which is that way. So, up. Pitching over. That way. Whoa! Come back. Oh, I have my cap lock on. And just do this until I'm hitting about 12 kilometers, I'd say. On to Apoapsis. Yeah, now I got all these little dust clouds. That's coming from... I think it's the Astronomer's pack that puts those things. Little dust clouds and stuff like that. They kind of look neat. Right down on the horizon. Oh, a little bit much. Okay. Time warp to Apoapsis. Oh, I can't time warp. It says I'm too low. What kind of talk is that? Not sure if the dust clouds are real, though. You mean compared to, like, the real moon wouldn't have... Yeah, the real moon doesn't have dust clouds kind of just hanging around. Like, because why would all those particles stay suspended? They'd just fall back down. But they look good. Oh, I'm on the surface here. Okay, lock that onto prograde. Now we are leaving from a fairly high latitude landing zone, so that means that our orbit is going to be inclined, so we'll have to see what our relationship with Kerbal going to be. Nope. Closer here. Alright. And we'll arrange this for solar panel exposure. Something like that. Is it me or is the sky just black? The sky is just black. Oh, there we go. It turns... that's a little bit too much of an effect. Maybe I need to get into the settings. But like if you're looking at a bright object like the Earth, of course, the sun, you won't see the stars as well. And same thing if you look at the moon, but it seemed to be fading out a little bit too much, I think. Okay, let's get ourselves back. So we are in a bit of an inclined orbit. Oh, I think this should work out actually pretty well. Sometimes you might have to wait a few days, but I think as long as you can get your ejection to go off in this direction and not be going down or up too much, you should be able to get this to work. So, what do we got? Still have 600 and something in there anyway. Like, it's not like we're starved for fuel. Playing around with trying to get that periapsis as low as I can go. Let's move over to the little widgety tool. Back this way. Oh, we're pretty darn close to the right spot. And I go for a 35-kilometer orbit. I find that just, or not an orbit, but a periapsis of about 35 kilometers. I always find that works really well for me. Okay, that's it. So we got this burn coming up in just over 25 minutes. Oh, it's electrostat. Okay, I'm going to read that. Here we go. Dust floats above the lunar surface. Electrostatic dust transports and reshapes this. Okay, that's interesting. Electrostatics keeps it up. Ah, nice. Thanks for sharing that, John. Up to about 10 centimeters high. So they might be a little bit higher than they are in real life, but still, cool. Oh, that's up full throttle. Okay. Ready to head home. What do we got here for notifications? Contract. What's the screen message? Mystery goo has generated that. Okay, that's fine. That's for contracts. Okay. Pay attention. Kerbals are shorter. So it seems higher. Spent a little bit more time than I anticipated being on the moon thanks to my pushing of the jump forward to sunrise button. Hey, 3, 2, 1, and go. It is going, right? Yeah. Okay, let's go here. Close that. And just go until okay. I just want to take a quick looky look. We got a lot of blackness below us here. Just get out of the black here a little bit. There we go. Just want to look over the science equipment, make sure there's no science hiding anywhere. If it says review data on any of these, then you got science like this. I don't think there's any science in there. I think it's just open. I just think I didn't restore it. Okay. And I think we're good. Alright, let's go. Goodbye, moon. It was fun. Ooh, that was a little bit of a quick... Oh, we're going back up again! Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I can rectify this. It's It's been a long time since I've done that one. I just time warped right past my periapsis, so we're on our way back up. But I'm thinking... I just... Oh, no, no, no. I'm not going to be able to take... No, I can't take off all this. Stinkers. Okay. Timed warped right past. So it's cutting it too fine. Alright. Time warp mistake number 1. Okay, let's we'll go around. I was thinking I was just going to kill, like, just deorbit, but I don't have enough fuel to take off that much speed, so that wasn't going to happen. Val was asleep at the controls. She's still thinking of that car she left behind. That Rover she left behind on the surface of the moon, going, oh, I want it back. She intentionally sabotaged things so that one of those command seats would be destroyed. So she got to drive it by herself without Bob nagging her about her driving. Okay. Okay, we shall do this more proper-like. Yeah, I want to get into here and start... I don't like that. Okay. Staging. We are on our way down. Some funky stuff happening with the heating too. Do I have something on the side there that maybe that ladder bit's causing that to happen? It's weird. Whoa, what is getting so hot? Hope that's just the ladder bit. Oh, the capsule's pretty warm too. You know, I've done this so many times. No, I'm worried. When was the last time I did a quick save? There's lots of them later on this. Shouldn't be an issue. Yeah, I find it weird in KSP2 descending without getting any heating effects, though this is a little bit extreme. But I know that's going to be coming. At some point, they're going to be putting in a heat model. They have to. Wow, that's wild. I took the time warp off because I was getting worried, but the heat gauges are gone now. It's all good. Yeah, I agree, Veas, that there needs to be I know there's a lot of down on KSP2, and I mean, I get it because, you know, there were promises and then delivering on the promises, and that's a very good way to get a fan base to go to turn on you. I think my expectations weren't as high as what they were promising. That's just bitter experience from other games in the past. But I think there's enough bones there to make a very, very good game. I'm very, very interested in what the game's going to be like once they put in some sort of campaign mode, which I know they plan on it being very different than KSP1. And that to me is going to be when the test of that game comes. If that just is fun, and if they iron out all the silly physics bugs and everything else that's going on with it. Okay, we are here. We are here. It took 11 days. Should never have taken that long, but we are now here. Oh, don't sink, don't sink. There we go. Yeah, it is more buggy than I would have expected it to be too. I was not expecting to see the types of, especially the kind of orbital, like just orbits not being stable, which KSP1 dealt with so long ago. I didn't expect those kind of bugs to be out there. Okay, so I think there is our Munstone contract, there is our Moon Crater contract, there is our large Moon Crater contract. So that is now complete. I'm looking at the... I should be able to find something else to do. So let's just jump into mission control here and see what we've got available. So for active contracts, I just have these two, which is just basically like, let's go to Minmus. And that certainly is a possibility, just to go to Minmus. Probably wouldn't get there today, but that's definitely something to think about. I got a moon outpost. Sometimes I always got to look at these and make sure, okay, it just needs to support 5 Kerbals. That's not bad. Sometimes it's like this and 4,000 units of liquid fuel. Surprise! Like, you do want to definitely conduct temperature surveys. Ooh, I kind of like this idea. The flying below these... yeah, skimming over the surface of Minmus, scooping up temperature surveys. I'm all over that. Let's do that. Finish construction of a rover on Minmus. So this is a busted rover on Minmus's surface that you'd have to land at, and then finish it off. Nice. I love this idea. Okay, let's. Okay, I seem to be zeroing in around Minmus, don't we? Plant a flag on. It really wants me to go to Minmus. Position a satellite in a specific orbit of the moon, I don't care. Repair a satellite, I don't care. Science data from the surface of Minmus, and then some tourists. And then recover this part from the moon. Okay, how many do I have left? I do like this idea of recovering a part. So it tells you here that the part is 2 tons. And it tells you its size, so it's pretty big. Okay, do I have enough? Yeah, let's grab that. Let's grab the plant a flag. And let's grab build a new surface outpost. No, yeah. Wait. Get some data from Minmus. And then all of a sudden I'm thinking, my goodness gracious, I have over 3 million Kerb bucks. Say hi to tier 3, Mr. Mission Control. And now there's no limit to how many contracts I gotta get. So, yeah, if you get to tier 3, you don't get that limit anymore. So I am going to grab that Surface Outpost 1. I think I could do that at some point. And all the rest of these, I don't care. No. So what I'm thinking about, let's dig into the contracts. Let's take all of our... That's the build an outpost one. That's conduct temperature surveys at Minmus. Let's throw that at Minmus. That's a completed contract. Finish construction on a rover on... I love that idea. You gotta land at it and attach some parts to it. Plant a flag on Minmus. I'm not deleting these, by the way. I'm just moving them over to another screen. Just separating them. Science data from Minmus. And then recover a part... I like this idea. Recover a part. So what I can do, here's one of the wonderful things you can do with, because I kind of have 3 different missions going here. I have all of these Minmus contracts, which is some sort of Minmus mission. I have this recover a part from the orbit of the moon, and then I also have this build an outpost on the moon. Those would be 2 separate missions. But what you can do, if I can get all the buttons here, is, no, I can find it. Where is the... That's not the right button. Oh no, here it is. You go here, add to mission list. So let's say this is going to be... Let's go over to here. And go add to mission list, a little check mark. And now create a new mission. And this is going to be a Minmus landing. This is a great way to organize your contracts. And then I can take all of these guys and add it to that Minmus landing one. Minmus landing. Minmus. Yeah, I'm doing it right. Minmus landing. Minmus landing. Minmus landing. I think I missed one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I miss you? I missed you. Okay. So now if I go over to here, I got my Minmus landing, and under Minmus... Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, I have to... No. Yeah, there we go. Under Minmus landing, all of these are nicely collected for me. And if I go back to all contracts, I can go back to this. It's because I'm using this hidden feature too. I could take this one, and this is part of a recover part contract. Create that mission, and then this one's going to be part of a moon-based contract. So now if I go to here, I have those all nicely separated into 3 separate missions. But what I'm actually going to do, I think I like this recover part idea. So let's get into here. And let's see if I want to recover the part. I do have the grabbers. Okay, so I have 800 science. This tier is 300. Let's just look for things that are interesting. An inflatable airlock. So bigger fuel cans. I don't think I'll need anything too big. Oh, the scanning for ore and stuff. That'd be a fun thing to do. Sentinel. Okay, let's grab that. Oh, I gotta upgrade research and development to go past this. Oh, more probe bodies. I'm all about getting more probe bodies. More electrical stuff. That's good. I'm happy with that. We'll get the planes later. Okay, so what I want to do... let's turn this off, is look for this part that is around the moon. There should be something. Okay, that's just debris. Unknown. Ah, here we are. Here we are. So this is my part. It is part TZ-X1. And I know it. The only thing I know about it is that I know its size. We have to bring this back to Kerbal, I'm assuming. Let's just check the contract again. I gotta obtain the part, and I gotta bring the part back to Kerbal. Oh, let's take a look at it. Oh, I can't fly it anyway. Ah, poop. I thought I might be able to fly it, but I can't. Okay. So if I go back... So it's in a low orbit about the moon. So that's one important thing to know. And if I go back to here, look at my active contracts. It is 2 tons in mass. Boy, about 2 meters wide, about 2.5 meters long, it looks like. Okay. You can probably guess what that is. I got John, yeah. You gotta watch. What's that Bond movie with Spectre stealing American spaceships? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. But yeah. Okay, so what I got is about a 2-ton part. So what I think I'm gonna do, let's make a dummy mass. So I'm looking for something that's about 2 tons. Okay, let's start with that. This thing, well, you know, this might not be too different in size from what I'm getting, isn't it? Said something about 2 meters wide, but I want it to be about 2 tons. And this is going to be my dummy mass, which will be my test of whether I can get something back or not. So I'm just going to put fuel in it. There, it's about 2 tons there. And to get, now I need to build a craft. And we're going to use the McGrabbers. Probably the small grabbing unit's going to be fine. Let me think about this. Let's put on... What is now my best probe body? Is it the Octo still? The Octo... Where does it tell you what it... There's the Hex. Isn't there somewhere where it tells you what of the locky things you can do? Oh, here we go. Prograde, retrograde, hold. This one has Oh. The Octo's better than the Hex, is it not? Oh, there we... No, remote piloting. Oh my god, why am I having trouble finding this? It's under SAS. This one just has stability assist. This one has the program. Okay, I guess the Hex is the better one. Oh, I got the Octo 2. There we go. I got the Octo 2. So what I'm going to do, make that the root part. We're going to build something around this. I'm just going to put in a service bay, just to put in a service bay like that. And we're going to put a grabber unit. You know what? Maybe the bigger grabber is a better idea. Now, unfortunately, you can't attach things onto this, so I'm going to have to fake it a little bit just to test my little craft. So, construct. Can I stick a cubic octagonal strut here somewhere? I'm sure I can. Oh, I know what I can. No, I'll do it this way. I know what I'll do. I'll put a fairing base under this. Just temporarily. We'll put on interstage nodes. This can now go here, this can... I just want all of this to be one craft. I can pretend that this is... So that I can guess, like, okay, if I'm bringing back 2 tons of mass, how much fuel do I need? So... I don't think I'm going to need too much. It's only... I don't have my 280 to return from the moon? Something like that. Oh, this isn't going to be much at all. Okay, it's got to be something, though, that you can... I got to really think about this. Think. I got to think about the fact that this has to come out like down through the atmosphere. So if I put on... Wait, I just grabbed the same one. A big heat shield like this. I have no plan. Okay. That. And some radio parachutes in there. A much better idea. That comes off. Put another one of these on here. Nah. What do we got for structural bits? I'm deliberately building something that's going to be... Actually, go with 4 parachutes. I'm sure that'll be overkill. Do I have fly-by-wire avionics in reaction wheel section if it will give you all the Navball? No, I don't. I do not have a lot. So I'm thinking now of what's going to come back through the atmosphere. And I'm hoping this is going to kind of, sort of, maybe, sort of, kind of work. Whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Just wanted to grab that. And if, especially if I slip in some reaction wheels. And I'm going to put I'm worried about this thing going through the atmosphere. There's going to be a lot of mass at the top. And what would be a great thing to have are some of those air brakes. But to be honest, if you open these doors up, that's a lot of drag. So I'm trying to create drag up top to keep this thing going through the atmosphere the right way around. That's kind of what my premise here is. And then of course here's some batteries too. Because those reaction wheels are going to need electricity. Okay. And then a decoupler. Decoupler. The big one. I'll put a fairing around this whole... Actually, this might be a good opportunity to actually do that. Get the 2.5 meter fairing. I can do this smaller decoupler. Take off that shroud if I can. Yeah. 2.5 meter fairing. Yes. So that'll enclose it all while we're going up. Okay, now I can probably take this off, this off, this off. Interstage nodes on. That goes there. And again, this is just to pretend that that's attached to the end of the claw. But this is now something I can put a fairing around. Now I need to build something that I can push out there. So I'm just going to put a... Come back. Should have kept what I want. This, okay, I want to get an idea. How much fuel do I need to push this back? That would already be enough. And this is only like, yeah, I don't need much. So let's go with, where is this one? No, this is the one I'm looking for. This is going to be such overkill. There's just no way. Yeah. Thinking about the moon. Let's get out my calculator. You can put a heat shield in the service bay for more drag when... Oh, okay. Yeah. That's an option as well. We'll see how this works. We'll give it a test. We'll do that before this stream is done. We'll test this thing coming down. We'll see how that works. It might be kind of fun. Okay, how much delta V do I need really? Like, moon is 860. I'm doing this from memory. Capture 280, and then 280 to come home. That's it. So I only need not anywhere near this amount. Take this off. The only reason I'm up this big is just because of the heat shield. Assuming I got thrust is fine. 25. So I'm going to end up using about 860 plus 280 to get out there. So if I take this, take out about 11. Oh wait, but that's even with this thing on it. Oh, for goodness sakes. Most of the time I won't be needing that much. I am so overkilling this. So overkilling this. Where is the... That's what I'm looking for right there. Okay, what do I got for 2.5 meter parts? Go to here, 2.5, right there. Okay, I'm looking for some kind of an adapter piece. I know there's this one, but I'm looking for something that might go to... Only this, really? Okay, I might just use that and just take a ton of the fuel out. That might be what I do. That might be what I do. So I only need... $11.40 to go out there. So if I subtract that much worth of fuel, 11.40. What was it at? It was at 3,000. So get it down to about 2. Oh my God! Let's take out a lot of this fuel. You know what? Just keep... This is going to be fine. This is going to be fine. Seriously overthinking it. Yeah, just keep that. Okay. 3.TWR is fine. That can be down here. This can be up here. Yep. So let's see. What time is it? Okay, so basically my idea, I know this was a lot of stumbling about to pick up something. Oh, I got something that's about 2 tons. So this thing's about 2 tons in mass. I turned off the fuel, so it's not counting this fuel in the delta V. You can tell because the delta V actually goes up when I take it away. So my idea is to build this. I'm going to build this fairing around it, build a booster to get this thing up into orbit, fly this thing out to the moon, latch onto my 2-ton object, and come back. Now my question is this business stable when I get into orbit? So this is going to be my test. I got a brilliant plan here. Here we go. This is going to be a test. I'm going to put a decoupler on here upside down. Oops, I want it on top of that platform. This is going to be, we're going to do a low Kerbal orbit test of concept. So we're going to turn off the, so this is going to allow us to go up. I'll detach this. We'll attach onto it with the claw, and then we'll see if we can bring it down without creating any kind of crazy mayhem. And we'll just see how it goes. And then if it works, that's great. If it doesn't, well, it'll be back to the drawing board for next week. So let's save this. This is the, I don't know, Moontug. Moontug. Moontug Ho. Launch. The platform will block the claw. Won't the platform disappear when I decouple? Oh, you're right. No, John is right. John is right. The platform doesn't disappear when you decouple. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So we'll just quickly recover this. Yeah, it's going to need some RCS as well. So I see that in the chat. Don't forget RCS. But that'll come. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the truss structure. Okay, let's launch this again. It will need RCS to do the claw thing. Oh, that might have been a good thing to put on now. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this works. Okay, and then I'm just going to, this is for testing purposes. We're going to go into here. We're going to set our orbit. We're going to go into low orbit about Kerbal. So the entire concept here is if I decouple this, okay, that should now be separated. I should have put some RCS on this right now. And then I go control from here. I'm not, yeah. I want to arm this. And it just shoved it away. Oh my gosh. RCS would have been such a good idea. Oh my gosh, why is everything feeling backwards? Here we go. still don't have that engine. There it is. Come on, crash into it. This would have been easier with RCS. But this is a prototype. You can grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it! He's grabbed it. Okay, so now the idea is... This is actually that I'm attached to it in such a goofy way would be a great test of this. So now what we're going to do is deorbit this. Because the time to find out whether this is going to work is now, not after you've completed 90% of the mission and you're just on your way back only to find out that it blows up in the atmosphere. That would be disappointing. Okay, we'll see you later something. Bye, bye, dropped pasta. Okay, we're going to decouple this. Put you back onto retrograde. And we're going to... I could have put these parachutes a lot higher too. We're going to retract that antenna. We're going to close this one. We're going to open these to provide a little bit more drag up top. And we'll see what happens. Yeah, I could have put... This makes way more sense to have put the parachutes up above, like underneath here. But if this works, this stupid thing works, then I can make improvements onto it. Parachutes are not armed, so let's arm the parachutes. There we go. Okay, so the whole thing here is, will this flip around and go backwards? Or will it hold on to that retrograde vector for me? Or will this blow up because it's not protected enough? Well, these are all things we don't know. Bye. Bye, everybody. Not staying for the explosion? Who knows? Maybe there won't be an explosion. This might actually work. Maybe add some upside down fins on top. That's a very good idea, Oliver. I've done that in the past too. Where you have some upside down fins up here underneath a fairing for your ascent so it doesn't mess up your center of lift on the ascent. But on the way back down, they're creating drag up top. But if this works just the way it is, then I'm just going to, well, I'll clean it up a bit. I don't like where the parachutes are. I kind of want to put another one of these girders up here and mount the parachutes up there. That makes way more sense. So far, now you can actually watch to see how hard is it working to keep it. Right now, everything's great. That gives you an idea of balance. If this isn't working very hard to keep it on track. You can also put on the aerodynamics overlay. I don't know if that's going to help or not. Probably not. No. All right. The other thing I could do, and this is something to think about, is I immediately went and assumed an uncrewed mission. But why am I thinking that? Because I could easily make this a crewed mission. I'm seeing the mention of struts dropped past them mentioning struts. I could do a crewed mission, use some Kerbals to strut this all up, make this really nice and rigid. Something to think about. Again, we'll see if this works though. Yeah, one corner of the tank is kind of sticking out. It's got a little hot over here, I think. But again, oh, look at the pitch indicator. See how the pitch indicator is going? It's now pinned at the one end. That might be just a precursor to this thing losing control. Oh, it wants to flip around. But you know, every time it flips around, I think this enters the airstream and pushes it back down. So, oh, look at that. Look at that. That was encouraging. 2 tons of high explosives. We have no idea, by the way, like it says in the contract description it's a 2-ton part, but no idea what it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it's some sort of ore container. Yeah, these parachutes are in a deluxely stupid spot. I'll have to give you that. That was just dumb. Well, actually, now I don't mind the way it is right here. Just stop for a second. Turn on SAS. Is this natural for it? This isn't bad. This isn't a bad orientation. I can live with this. That's very true, John, saying that you can keep that periapsis just higher at around 50 kilometers and do a few passes slowing down each time, coming in and out of the atmosphere rather than one big dive to ease the stresses. Okay, this is now upside downy, so the parachutes are in a dumb spot. But it might be landing at such a low speed that it really doesn't matter. All right. I'm calling this, considering how like silly this is cobbled together. Might clean it up a little bit come next week, but I think I got the beginning of something that I think will work. Catch on to that object that is in orbit about the moon and bring it back to Kerbal for that contract. And then I think after that, I'm going to be going to Minmus. I think Minmus is really, going to be the target. Get some more science around Minmus. Probably upgrade after that mission, upgrade the research and development to, is this thing going to float? There it is. Yes, it is. Update research and development too, and get some of that higher tier science. Thank you very much, Work Academics. You do my jet start to swing left to right on the runway. Also, I'm trying to launch a drone jet to another planet, but the rocket is unstable. Any advice? Yeah, when jets are flipping back and forth on the runway, that's a wheel thing. So take off the wheels, reapply them, make sure the snap is on. As far as the rocket being unstable, is getting that center of lift well back behind the center of mass is the only advice I would give. But what I'm going to be doing is drawing this stream to a close. So what is your source of power, storage, and generation? I just put on a couple of batteries just for this test. The real thing will have some solar panels on it. But I'm going to be drawing this stream to a close, so thank you, everybody. We'll be seeing this thing again, hopefully in a much more improved state come next week. But in the meantime, have yourselves a fantastic week. We'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, everybody watching this at a later date. And as always, a most appreciative thank you to all of my Patreon patrons and YouTube members who really help keep me going. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one, and we'll see you all later. Bye.